It's a big win. Winning at Kansas, that's one of the biggest wins of our season right now. And you two did a great job, carrying this team when I was in foul trouble and stuff. So it was a good win, but we still starting for more.
Like you said, this is a big win. Much respect to Kansas and the coaching staff, and they have a great team. Great tradition here. That's a big win to come into their place and come out with a victory. It was a battle out there. Two good teams going at it, and like I said, much respect to them. This is just a start for us, and it just kind of gave us momentum.
Markelle, talk about your first half. It looked like obviously you were feeling it out there and the energy you brought.
I came out. I missed the first shot, and I kind of got down on myself, and my teammates said keep shooting. So after that, after I made my first shot, I think it was three-pointer, I just kept shooting and it kept going in for me. So I think it took a lot of pressure off LeBron and Marcus, and it worked out well. Those shots counted.
Have you ever had a day like that?
Yeah, I had days like that, but for me to do it against this team is even special. To go out here and get a win with this team that we got, it's very big.
First, talk about two offensive rebounds on the free throws. How'd that happen?
Coach just told me, do what you can. He came and told me, we need you to lead this team and help lead this team. And I just went out there. My teammates told me, you're one of our best rebounders. So do what you do and go in there and try to make a play. And that's kind of what happened. I just went in there and kept fighting. Like I said, it's a battle down there, and I just kept fighting, and I came up with the rebound.
Marcus, take us through that last on the baseline after they made three and then the turnover and Markelle went down. Take us through your mindset, what you were thinking. What was?
Well, the possession arrow was in our favor. They kind of trapped me there. When I glanced over, I saw Markelle was open. I didn't see the other defender, and I tried to make a pass, and he got bumped, and I guess the ref didn't call it, which is okay. They came up, foul on Markelle. Through my mind, I was like, I just made a crucial turnover for my team, and that's, like I said, it's very crucial, especially against a team like this with Kansas. They strive on turnovers like that and momentum changes like that, and that was a big momentum for them with that much time left.
Do you guys think you surprised them with their athleticism? Do you think they were ready to take you guys on?
No. Early in the year, Bill Self said we was one of the most talented teams in the Big 12. So I think they knew what they were about to get. I think they knew that we was a good team, and I think they we were going to come out like that though. We played great in the first half, and we kept responding to every run they had.
Markelle, you were nodding your head when he was talking about the offensive rebounds on free throws, and he did it Wednesday night. Just talk about him kind of being a force of nature out there.
I wasn't surprised about that. He get in there and get those type of rebounds all the time. And for him to do it at that crucial moment of the game, two big offensive rebounds and putbacks, I wasn't surprised at all about it. That's why we put him at the bottom of our, when we box out on free throw line, we put him at the bottom because we know he's a great rebounder.
Markelle, you guys really seem to come out with an energy and seem ready for the moment today from the get-go. If you would talk about the mindset coming in here.
That's what we had to do. We had to come out, kind of punch him in the mouth and not let the crowd get in here. It's a great crowd, a great atmosphere for them. So we had to come out and establish ourselves out there on the court, and I think we did that.
Coming into a game like this, Markelle, when you have all the star power with everybody's talking about Markelle and O'Brien, Ben, and McLemore, and Jeff Withey, for a guy like you that, junior and has always been a solid player, how do you get in that in your mind that, I'm going to take this game over with all these other guys that everybody's talking about and you just keep sneaking under the radar? What do you personally go through before a game and during a game with?
I try not to think about those type of things. I kind of like it. No attention on me. Go out there and make a couple shots, surprise them. But I think my teammates know what I'm capable of, and they find me in positions to get good shots and stuff like that. But I don't let that bother me. I just go out there and play hard for my team.
O'Brien, Markelle said you guys tried to punch him in the mouth, and you did, but they came back. They've got 4-point lead. You guys got foul trouble. You were playing a 4-guard lineup. You guys still won.
Oh yeah, you know, we used to play in the 4-guard lineup a lot, you know, with me at the 4 and stuff. But you know, we try to sustain. You know, they play big with Jeff Whitty, you know, 7 foot. So we just try to like manage the game. You know, help rebound. Marcus did a great job. Everybody just contribute rebounding, and that's what we need. You know, because we do play 4 guards a lot. So you know, we just try to help each other. You know, rebound the ball, and that's the biggest key with this team is just rebounding.
Marcus, talk a little bit about playing against McLemore. What's that matchup like for you?
I mean, you know, he's definitely a great player. I mean, you know, I think coming into this, he was shooting 56% from the three-point line. You know, that's outstanding percentage right there. You know, and he can create his own shot. Very athletic. You know, we knew coming into this game that you know we were going to do a job on not only Whitty but McLemore himself, and try to get him out of the game early and don't let him do anything to help his team.
Phil was struggling through a rough shooting game for a while there today, but he kept shooting, and you guys kept encouraging him to shoot. Finally made some big free throws at the end.
Oh, definitely. You know, we just kept telling him, you know, Phil's. I think we think this team thinks Phil's one of the greatest, great shooters in this league and in the country. You know, one of the top shooters. And you know, we told him, you know, just keep shooting. They're not falling, but you know, just keep shooting. They're eventually going to fall. And you notice what he did, and that kid has a lot of heart, and we have a lot of respect for him. You know, he goes out there and plays hard every day, and so we knew that his shots was going to begin to fall for him. He came through with some clutch shots.
Brian, winning a game like this on the road, is there a sense like, you know, get the monkey off my back right now?
Oh yeah, you know, everybody talk about Coach Ford can't win on the road. I think this should get the monkey off his back because Kansas don't get no better than that. So you know, it was a good win. Hopefully people get our Coach Ford back because that is our coach. He's a great coach, and hopefully we keep getting wins. We need wins on the road because you know we very good at home, so we need some road wins.
Marcus, how do you describe what's going through your head after a game like that? You guys are celebrating on the court.
I mean, you know, we're just very excited. You know, we just beat one of the top teams in the country. You know, and a great team at that with a great coaching staff. You know, like I said, much respect goes out to Kansas. You know. And, you know, it's hard for teams to come into their home court and get a victory. You know, we were one of the few teams that done it, and just going through our heads was just we couldn't believe it. You know, we just beat them, and you know, we were just celebrating and very excited about it.
I couldn't even see Marcus. It looked like you did a backflip.
Oh yeah, yes sir. I mean, I've done them in high school. You know, state back to back, and you know, just every big games like that, I decide, you know. I just had so much adrenaline, and I was so excited and ecstatic about the victory that, you know, it was just kind of second nature. It just came to me to do it. Wasn't doing it twice.
Markel, how's your hand?
It was my shoulder. Like, I've been struggling with it a lot this season. It's like the third time I'd heard it. I be fine. It hurt it real bad at the moment, but I recovered from it.
Left shoulder?
Yeah, left shoulder.
Marcus, you were recruited by KU, had them in your top 3. Does that make this win any more special for you?
I mean, I guess you can say that. You know, just to come in here and you know, I kind of figured it would be a little, you know, I kind of have a little hatred because I didn't choose here from the crowd, and you know, coming here and to come up with that victory, you know, and earn a lot of people's respect here against, like I said, a top team, and much more respect to them. You know, it feels good. It's a big win for us.
Made you a little happier about your decision?
I guess you can say that.
Any other questions for these gentlemen? Thank you, sirs.
Thank you.
Thank you.